Welcome back for a special holiday edition of King Chad. Today we have our usual guest, the usual suspect, Angie. Say hi to people, Angie.
Hi guys.
Absolutely. And today we're reviewing a holiday movie that some people in my life really hate and some people in my life really love. Luckily, we've got both on right now. As you can probably tell from the title, we are reviewing The Grinch, specifically the Jim Carrey version, not the classical, Dr. Seuss cartoon version. No. This is the one with all the prosthetic work. The one where it probably took him 10 hours to get all that fur in place. Okay, so
Wait, how can anyone hate the Grinch?
fun fact, everybody in my family who watches Christmas stuff, who actually still does Christmassy things, they all hate the Grinch. My whole family, it's weird. I come from a family of like real deal who's like they hate the Grinch with everything in them. If he was real, they would like hate crime him. Genuinely. I'm not a who. I'm not a whoviller. I don't believe in Christmas. I don't believe in any of that. But my whole family who does, like I have like three or four people in my family who are on that type of timing, they hate the Grinch. So I'm just indoctrinated into the hate, I guess.
That is so crazy. I love the Grinch. It's like my favorite Christmas movie ever.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you might, in particular, be someone who's more inclined to like this type of stuff, specifically because of how you view, or I guess how the character is portrayed in the movie. He's sort of like the outcast, the reject, the guy who has no friends. And historically, you like to adopt weirdos. You like to go out there and pick them up and find them and say, "Oh yeah, you're my favorite now." So I guess, you see that little stray puppy, that the Grinch is, or actually, I don't know, he has a stray dog. So is he one? Hard to define exactly what's going on there, what kind of creature he is. But you saw it, you liked it, and you're like, yup. I love the fact that there's now, a Christmas movie for outcasts, which I guess technically Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer should have been. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Is the Grinch just Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but without Santa?
Of course not. The Grinch is like he struggled in life. He has been all his life has been struggled. Like first of all, he landed at the wrong house with like a whole he landed in the wrong house in the wrong city in the wrong like everything. He's not even a who. And then he gets adopted by two women that are a little bit like neurotic. And then he goes to school and he's the only one that looks like that. And he's not rich, so he can't afford to get his crush what he wants. And then people make fun of him and he ends up going away. And even after he like goes away and lives by himself somewhere, people still talk bad about him. And he left Whoville and people are still talking about him. Like he's just struggling through his entire life. Rudolph lived with Santa Claus. Like, come on. He worked like one night a year. Completely different.
You don't know that. For all we know, Santa's running a sweatshop with those reindeer, all right? He's got them plowing fields and trying to shovel snow with their
No.
antlers. We don't know what's going on with those
First
reindeer.
of all, Santa lives in the North Pole. What fields are they going to plow?
They're just plowing them all day trying to get something to grow. I mean, how do you feed all those reindeer?
No, no, no.
What is the
Rudolph came from a two-parent household. Like, it's different.
the Grinch did too? He had two parents in the movie.
Weren't they sisters?
Doesn't matter, sisters or whatever, they're parents. He was raised by two. He has a two adult household.
Completely different. Like, you're being raised by Santa
Hey,
Claus and Mrs. Claus, and then
there's
being raised
our biggest
like,
audience is in America. There's a lot of people in America with two parent households that are siblings. All right, so our
they were.
Alabama demographic, we need to be more open and accepting of them. All right.
See, but they were supposed to be waiting for a baby and they were partying. And then the Grinch was outside for forever. So that's like neglectful right there.
If
They let
partying
him eat
while you're
plates.
waiting for a baby was illegal, Krishan Rock, Blueface's baby mom, would be in jail right now. That's all she did while she was pregnant. That's all. Look, there's a lot of women in America that party while pregnant, and that's just your body waiting for the
Okay,
baby.
but see, now her baby is struggling. You saw how his head was hanging in that Walmart. Like basically that is the Grinch. And
The
you're
Grinch,
trying to
the
compare
Grinch
it
is
to that.
Blueface's baby. That's the new theme of this.
Their struggles are they have similar struggles, okay?
Do you think Blueface's baby is gonna steal Christmas?
They might.
He might, honestly. It is an interesting. This is an interesting story, though. About even if we, obviously this is a holiday film. This is our holiday episode. We're trying to theme things up, but even trying to take the holiday aspect of it. If you just look at this as like a generic fantasy world where weird stuff happens and the people look different, the Grinch is an interesting character to study. In a lot of ways. Me, most of all, like the thing I focus on most is how he was chosen to be portrayed in the live action, like his characterization. Like there's so much about him that's just like, what are they coding him for? What is he supposed to be? Like he is a truly odd character. Even if everybody in the story was like a regular human, you know what I mean? It would still be like,
Yeah.
okay, this is weird. Like the way he's being acted, I guess, by the actor. And I wonder how much of that was direction and how much of that was just the actor was like, oh yeah, this is the spirit of the Grinch. This is who I'm gonna be. Just overall very interesting. I know.
I think he just represents how people are so cynical around the holiday season, or how they like commercialize everything, and I think that is what he represents. He just hates that, and he at the end of the movie he brings people back to what like Christmas is supposed to really be about. And so I think that that's just what it is. Like here comes this like seemingly bad character pointing out that all these people care about is just presents and things that don't really matter at the end of the day. And then he was just like a scapegoat for that.
Interesting. So what you're saying is, really, my family who hates the Grinch doesn't hate the Grinch. They hate me because I'm the guy who's cynical about, like I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't do any of that. So really, every time they come up to me and they're like, oh my God, the Grinch, disgusting, terrible, hate him, wish that movie was burned. They're just saying like, Chad, get out of my house. Is that what you're getting at?
Oh my God. Are you the Grinch?
I was really gonna come in here with a whole like I had a whole list of topics. Angie will tell you. I was gonna be like, is the Grinch really a Muslim? Is the Grinch an incel? Is the Grinch queer coded? Is he a gay character? And now the real question is the Grinch me? So I'll leave all that out. Like, wow.
Are you the Grinch? Like, would you sneak into people's house and steal their presents?
You're asking me to admit on camera or on microphone? Would you burglarize people, Chad?
Would you?
Would you commit crimes? No, of course not, guys. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I would never in my life commit any crimes. I respect all the laws of the country I live in and follow them all thoroughly. Yes, Mr. FBI agent, I'm talking to you. I would never commit a crime. I'm not the Grinch. The Grinch is a criminal. That's the new take. The Grinch is a criminal
the Grinch
thug.
Is not a criminal.
The Grinch is a criminal thug who needs to be arrested by the law-abiding citizens of Whoville and put away for life.
He just bent the rules a little bit.
Oh, so you support crime. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That's the real answer. You're not supposed to say, yeah, Angie. Like, no.
Why?
I don't know. Support whatever you want to, If you get snatched up at, airport security, hey, have fun.
No, but like, because for him it's special. Like, first of all, and I always wondered too, if it was a switch, like if the Grinch's little baby carrier thing landed in the wrong village, like in the wrong Who village, I wonder if there's like a Who baby out there that landed like in the Grinch's, like where the Grinch was supposed to end up. And I always felt as a kid like that needed to be explored, but nothing else ever came of it. It was just like the story of the Grinch, like he just wandered over here. But then that means that the Grinch's real parents are like somewhere waiting for him.
I mean, I don't think they're going to wait after 30 years.
Okay, but they're probably wondering, like, where is my kid?
Just assume he's dead. That's my go-to. 30 years,
which is so
he's
sad.
Fried. Interesting enough, though. Do you think the Grinch people, are bullying the little Who baby, or do you think they're raising it with love and care and affection and all that?
I don't know, because they're like, what is this like hairless thing that just popped up here?
Yeah, they probably killed it immediately. Beat it to death. Day one. They were like, nope, not happening. We're not. Sorry you guys had a deformed baby. We're throwing it to the wolves.
No, or maybe there's like a Who in the Grinch's like biological village that like he acts just like he was supposed to act. Like eating onions and eating plates and stuff like that. Like he's just a Who, but he acts completely like the Grinch's people.
You know what? I hate onions, so I can't be the Grinch. There we go. Theory busted. Am I the Grinch? No. Could never eat onions like that. Interesting, interesting. Maybe
That's
they
the only thing.
maybe they all hate in the Grinch village. Maybe they all hate this kid because he always wants to eat sweets all the time. They're like, you disgusting animal. Like, why are you so addicted to sugar and candy?
Oh my God, are you a Who?
Might maybe I told you my family hates the Grinch. They hate crime green things. So
See,
like,
but the Grinch is so charismatic though, because at the end of the movie, like he was just hanging out with everybody, and he was like the king of Christmas or whatever. Like they made him the, I forgot what they called it, but he was like celebrated at the end, and then he got a girlfriend, which is the girl that he always wanted, and she was like the baddie, the biggest baddie of Whoville, and he got with her. So like maybe they're just hating on him. They're like, how do you do this, Grinch? Like you're green, you're furry, you got the baddie,
the
and then
Grinch
we
really is
all
a
ended up having Christmas dinner at your place. Like how did this happen?
the Grinch really is a simp story because that woman, like, he couldn't have her. She was living her life. She was about to marry some other dude. She was going crazy, and he was like, "Oh, I'll take you back. I'll take you now. Now that I'm on top, you want me? Yeah, that's fine with me." Like, no. That's the real moral of this story. The Grinch is a loser not because everybody hated him, not because he was a bum and lived in a cave with a dog, not because he was fat. The Grinch was a bum and a loser because he took that woman who didn't want him after he made it big. He should have just told her no. He should have been like, keep it pushing. I'm the king of
No,
Christmas now. I could have 30 women. Why would I want you?
she
That's
did want him. She always wanted him, but then he left. What was she supposed to do?
She's supposed to wait. You said his parents should have
Wait
waited
for
for him?
what? He could have been dead or something.
Oh, but when I said his parents are just like, yeah, we're moving on. This kid's dead.
Parents is different. Parents is different. That's your kid. You don't move on from that. But like she had to continue her life, and then she saw the Grinch and she was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick this my man, I'm gonna stick beside him.
I don't think she did that
And
at all. I think she said, "This my money. I'm gonna stick beside it." Once he made it big and got some money, she was sticking around. But honestly,
nuh-uh, she wanted him before that.
you've given me a great idea for what we could title this video. This should be, is what was that girl's name? Cindy Lou Who? What was the love interest's name?
Martha May.
Martha May. Is Martha May the real villain of the Grinch? Is she the real issue? It seems like every time there's one of these classic movies that I watch with you and I go back and we look at it and we do all this analyzing, what I always find out is that the real hero of the story is none of the people that you like. It's always one of the villains. Like, it's always the Who's. They were right to hate the Grinch because he was weird and different. And Martha May is the real villain because she's a gold digging bag chaser who wouldn't have
No,
actually
she's not.
100%. She
He
would
made
have.
her that handmade gift, and then she really liked it. It was the other guy that laughed at him.
He was right to
The
laugh.
Who's are the real villains.
Honestly, I'm a Who supremacist now. I really
No.
support the Who's. I feel like a Who. I think they have the best diet on earth, and I think the way they live is just, it's right. Honestly, we should support our own people above Grinches. The greens in the world, no green, no good. That's how, if it's green, it's bad. If it's green, it's rotten and sick. Throw it out.
No, 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 no. That was no,
You've
because at
convinced
the
me,
end of the
Angie.
day,
Well, we're going to have to wrap up for today, guys. As always, please like and subscribe, and you should all go and be Who supremacists now. Watch the Grinch from
no.
now on and root for the Who's and root against the
That's
Grinch.
literally the opposite message of the movie.
We're running out of time. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. Thank you, Angie, for stopping by.
Bye.